Hi everyone, this is a Focus Spender, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I did on the investing platform M1 Finance. About 3 months ago, I invested $500 using that system, and today I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I did, the pros and cons of the system, who I recommend it for, and a quick tour. I'm also going to leave time markers below in the description box so that you can skip ahead to the part of the video that interests you the most. But first, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. My channel is all about getting out of debt, staying out of debt, organizing your personal finances, and increasing your net worth. So let's get started. When I first set up my M1 Finance account, I did not know much about the platform, but I decided to give it a try because so many people had asked me to try it out and let them know what I thought. So then I did. And if you don't know anything about M1 Finance, it's a totally free investing platform that you use to basically build a diverse portfolio in what they call pies. So you would create a pie and say, I'm investing $500, $1,000, and this is exactly how I want to split my money up. So you're investing different slices of that pie into ETFs or whatever stocks of your choosing, or you would even say, they have this pie that's focused on this sector, and I'm just going to invest in that pie that they created themselves. And if you know anything about M1 Finance, if you've tried it out, or you are just thinking about trying it out, definitely leave me a comment below. To get started, you're going to need to start with an initial investment of $100, but then after that, you can invest as little or as much as you would like on a recurring basis. They also have a retirement component so that you can invest in an IRA. But to use that function, you would need to start out with an initial investment of $500. So M1 Finance has no monthly fee, no annual fee, or no trading fees. And the way they make their money is through a program called M1 Borrow. So with M1 Borrow, you can borrow up to 35% of your account value at an interest rate of 4.25%. However, you do need an account value of $10,000 to use that feature. So let's go ahead and get into the tour. Okay, so here is the platform. On the home page, you can see your portfolio, you can see the different slices that you have in the portfolio, how they're doing, what percentage they're at, what percentage you would like it to be. Over here, you can add different stocks to your pie. You can readjust the percentages that you have here. If you go back, you can click on rebalance, and then it will automatically rebalance. So if you look at my actual versus target, my actual in the Canopy Growth Corporation was 10%, but then it has gotten up to 14% in actuals because of fluctuation in the price. So if I want to make sure that everything goes back to the initial target, I would just click on rebalance. And if I want to buy or sell in the balance from the balance of my account, I would just click on buy sell. That's not going to allow me to sell off one whole share in a company. I would need to go back to edit and then reduce that weight down to 0. So back on the home page, the funding tab just allows you to add more money to your account. The borrow tab is where you would participate in the M1 Borrow program, and the research tab is where everything else happens. So you have your market news, which gives you more information about what's happening in the stock market for the day or for the week. If you click on stocks, you can see all the stocks that you have available to purchase. You can filter it in different ways like market capitalization, P&E ratio, dividend yield. You can do a lot more research. You can see the price history over 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. There's so many things you can look at from here, and you can also filter by sector. If you want to do the same for ETFs, you can do it in the fund section. And in the My Pie section is where you're going to see the pies you created. I've only created one pie. It's right here. But if I had more than one pie, it would be listed underneath. So Expert Pies section is where you would actually purchase their pies. So you can do it via general investment. You can look at their retirement pies. You can do it in so many different ways. So if you wanted to do like the S&P or blue chip stocks, you can click on view pies in other strategies, and you can invest in their pie here. And before you make that investment, you can see how it's done over the last, year, 3 years, or 5 years, and the risk level. And then once you decide on something that you like, you would click on that pie and you would click Add to Portfolio. In the watch list section, you can list out stocks that you are considering buying and make that purchase. Now, how did I do? So, like I said in the beginning of the video, my initial investment was $500. And after that, I decided to do $15 every single Monday as an auto investment. So in the past almost 3 months, I've invested $150, and my gains so far have been $20.95, which is a return of $3.70, which obviously is not that high, but it's better than had I put that exact same money in a bank account. So I think I did pretty well overall. So here are a few pros and cons of M1 platform. So pros, it's free. It's so simple to use. You can auto invest, which is the biggest pro that I can see with the system, especially compared to Robinhood, because as much as I love Robinhood, you can't auto invest. And in addition to being able to auto invest, you can reinvest your dividends. So as companies pay you out dividends, instead of it sitting in a cash balance waiting for you to do something with it, it will get reinvested into your portfolio. You could buy fractional shares, which is the very nature of the account, because when you're building your portfolio, you're not saying I want 3 shares in this company, I want 10 shares in this company. You're saying I want this dollar value of my portfolio to be invested in this company and this dollar value to be invested into that stock or ETF. And so by the very nature of the way it works, it's going to do it by fractional shares. And they also have pre-made packages, so you don't have to worry about not knowing whether or not you're making the right choice, or if it's too hard to try and figure out what to create your pie around. You can just use one of the pies that they've already created. Now, the con of this system is that you can't buy individual shares of a company. And if you are someone who wants to do day trading, this is definitely not for you. But for everyone else, this is a win-win. And if you want to buy, whole shares, you could create a pie that's just for one company, or you can use another free investing platform like Robinhood. If you want to see my video on Robinhood, you can check the link below. And if you're interested to see how I come up with the stocks, ETFs, mutual funds that I like to purchase, be sure to check the description box below, and you can download a PDF that I created called the 14 questions you must ask yourself before your next investment. And these are questions that I ask myself before I click on that buy button. Now, do I recommend M1 Finance, and who do I recommend it to? So I'm going to go ahead and just say it. I absolutely recommend M1 Finance. It is just so simple and it's free. All of your money is going to your investment, and you're able to create a diversified investment portfolio. What I used to do is that I would open up an Excel document and I would write down every stock, ETF, mutual fund that I own, and then I would put down the sector and then the value, and then I would look to see where I was overweight, where I was underweight, and I would try and do some type of balancing and say, okay, when I invest in my IRA, instead of my IRA has a few different mutual funds in it, and I would say, okay, I'm going to invest this much more in this mutual fund and nothing in here. So using a system like M1 Finance, you have a tool that will help you to become diversified really, really quickly. So it's something that's just like a no-brainer for me. I definitely recommend it. I recommend it to the novice investor who really doesn't know what they're doing, because you can invest in pre-made packages, and I recommend it to someone who has a lot more experience, because you might already have your idea of how you want to build your diversified portfolio. And this system is just doing that process for you, where you just, invest your dollar amounts, and then because the portfolio is already set up and it's, with the different shares, with the different percentages, it'll just happen automatically for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to give it a like, share it with your friends. Leave me any questions or comments below. Let me know if there's another platform that you would like to see me try. And again, if you would like to see the 14 questions that I ask myself before my investments, please click on the link below to download the PDF. And that's it. You can find me on social media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Focus Spender. Thanks. Bye-bye.